Wonim say EU nationals nyina ne won ebusuafo a wonye EU nationals nyina o se wo apply ma EUSS ansa June busome akona wieye afi 2021 mu se wanya ebe ha won kratasem a wode ti UK se wontu anamon we na wo apply EU settlement scheme entwen last minute ansa ehun hia yie pa se obebotumi a wode tena UK no ho ban na wo hia legal advice bi anso a pebi we koma EU ana EEA amanfo nyina wo kra registration certificate ana permanent registration certificate ana ebusuafo ayama won residence cards ana permanent residence cards a ewo EEA registration 2016 no mu se wonya ye we nyina na se wo sefata apply pre-settled ana settled status answer 30th June 2021 EU settlement scheme pre-settled status eba na wieye ewo 30th June 2021 na mum ehun me hia yie se obe apply no ntem na eduwe gine yie na hye so se we koma omo wo UK ansa 31st December 2020 a wo kura won krata esefata nyina edi won adanse se wendi immigration mrei so na wunni adanse die bia eche mretenti a watena UK se ana EU nationals no nso a eno so betimi ahawodaache se wo apply wo British citizenship BWFSolicitors ewo nimdie fa UK immigration law na omo aboa ebusuafo bebre wo applications a efa home offices EU settlement schemes no ho wonti bebre asia for BWFSolicitors ntempara ewo 020 849 37340 ana 077 127 61884.
BWF Solicitors is a leading and an award-winning solicitor situated in London. Our expertise in family and matrimonial law encompasses divorce, separation, children matters, family breakdown, and financial orders. Areas of expertise extends to visas for individuals and businesses. These include spouses, students, visitors, EU applications, investors, and more. We also undertake appeals and judicial reviews of negative decisions. We hold Law Society Quality Mark in immigration law. Our family law solicitors are dedicated to finding the most effective and pain-free resolution for our clients through the provision of sensitive, effective, and affordable legal advice. We are also Ghanaian law specialists and have advised many local authorities and other solicitors on aspects of Ghanaian law. We have also advised businesses looking to relocate to Ghana. Our senior partner is dual qualified as a barrister at law in Ghana and solicitor to the Superior Court of England and Wales. Client satisfaction is our #1 priority. This shows in the number of positive reviews we have received from our clients. BWF Solicitors, your preferred community lawyers.
Erade nyankopon ma nsentreni endi mpaebo echi na mehu se ampa uye osentreni nyankopon anopei wo mpaebo ne sen anopei edien na waso afre onyankopon efa wo krata ho se me nkrata semwi medwuma semwi me mawari semwi kone sen emre ben na metumi ni emra no Edu hujuma na masum adwome. Anopei mema obi biachi. Mema good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. This is GN Radio Legal Hour with BWF Solicitors. It's another Friday. Once again, we are here to educate ourselves with the things around the EU issues. And I say EU settlement scheme. Nyoma. Yes. Emrena assign edu bio mesre se ubetri aben efidie no frɛ wo nu ebi frɛ odofo bi frɛ obi bia wo gide se saa dwumedi a ye ebeboa no kwan bi so ebi kra na enye ne asem na nso embia na daachi bi na edi aboa no bomoden na twime efidie no ye wo YouTube ye wo Facebook ye wo baabia social media ne so handles ne nyina ye wo so bomoden na twime efidie ne embedin dwuma ewa ha se ene nyame adom me meka say we are privileged say yem papa ye penim pa senior partner Mr. Bennard Owusu ewufie ha one ye ba bedi saa dwumedie GN Radio Legal Hour mo amonim Friday morning bia mo nua ba eja we be say me koko yeden because of the dedication and the passion I have for the community ntino me bomoden aba na ye ne mo aba betena se ntene nso biam nyankopon adom ye waha ye the education no sign abremo misremo enidie mo montwemben nene emode ene de ebeye hye ene de ebeye butubutu ene say lawyer papa lawyer I can lawyer kentinka na ye BWF Solicitors ye can lawyer wo de wasem komo mo a ekodan mo a ansa na obefi omo office ne kra kono na 80% of your problem is solved ansa na odi we hu se we hu line no internet say we always recommend BWF Solicitors at the mount omodwuma ho ti omodwuma ho ya kono omodwuma no o de kwa unim say you have that success rate you have that percentage high percentage say obetumi odi nkunim no eno no enti me ma me kasa enye tintim ma me kasa ene dwumedi e ba bedi me se mu ohwam ene se yiyu ye kan yiyu European Union settlement scheme EEA family permit ne nyina mu no ye di date ato ho se by 30th of June no na nneoma bebre esesa sa na mre bi etwam 31st December 2020 no ye bebo hu de ro sa se nneoma besisa ampa abesisa na mom nyankopon adom ye nya grace period fiti samre na akodu 30th of June na 30th of June yi de em say em fasting 100 days kra ensisa home office adwen enti no anamu a ese yeto na ye hu beto yen se why application why EU application onim say wonsa enka enioma no kwan be na say wo fa so why EU settlement scheme ni bia na de na besi se deadline a ye de amayen se esi se kima wasem ne sen de na obeye se empo why application no ansa na debt ni besi na wonya moaya emoaye be na wo hwehwe ana say even application wo ye eno ma twintwan chire enti no wentumi am processing in tem na 30th of June besi a ebe how be na de be bro ene ye ba bedi dwuma enti no mesremo na montwem be ye be ko line so sisi a enche bia BWFSolicitors we show me chira kwan ya sorry 214218 High Road 7 Sisters. You know, maybe mama me just 1 second. Say, bibi ya tra me na. I was on phone omubua. Amakasa na bibi. Me fa insugu me mre mo na ansa na me esa me ma Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Manye T. That's to say.
Amia domni ahweyi. Say me kasa no bibi atra me ka krante no mesro na. What cheche etifu na afedie ya fa ifri no wadaroma.
Okay. I check for me when I was on Facebook and YouTube, BWF social media handles, Nigerian radio social media handles. And I pay Yichiamuna Ayada Eradia Sasa and I pay Wamayina Ahomka. Yetime abekamo and amoma bekayo na yebedi dwumai na yede aboaboa ye community no anti sa na pay mote ye nka na se na efiade bia ye no na ye ba na ya bedi dwuma ebetimi aboa ye community no na ye become rasem law made no family law immigration dispute resolution na Ghanaian law, but it make a law be into a question be. But the here to know and that topic is very important. To Miss Rao, obi a was that there be a freunia no to meet me a share, or meet me a click a like, forward it. Na obi insunti because Juma Yebedino are very important. Normally, no, I raise problems, the solution. And lawyer there were human solutions. I was here identify a problem first. I am a solution. Tell solutions near the mama.
Yo, Uncle Ben, me that's we a lawyer, me watch me as I say, what did Jimmy? Yo, ya de nyamiase. Adofo dwumedie ye legal our BWF Solicitors in your Friday bia yasan aba Uncle Ben abekasa obechechem ne no ye topping se ne medi kan kan ye no yiyu nsem no enche bia ebe ye enti no ye bebisa nsem ne ye hu nsem ne bi medi bia betutu dwa empo yenka se nsem na eba no ana 30th of June a ye see deadline no so we miss sa deadline na bia wontutu wanamu yi a den na ebesi ye besa so ebisa ye ho se ayembia na wodi wonsem na akodan efikesie mu na nso onya emuaye bia 30th ni June ni do a eden na wo beye nsem ne de dose na senior Uncle Ben ni ebedi kan ahya ase no all kano na ye bisa ne sansem semu so won so obetumi abem owie education na maybe phone lines na won so nsem eda wakoma so opese obisa no obetumi ebisa mesre mo telephone line yen sesan ye edu meme so dia me use phone ne nyina enti se wo frɛ na ye engage try other numbers wo frɛ na ring a mefa sa ye bia obi wo so nso na wanya abotira ma ye na watwen ebedu so ken se wo gina so na ekate kwa mesre wo enye se eboaye pa obetumi assign afrɛ bioma ubenya yen sa netie na mo amode questions bebrebe amane me no so no as time goes on maybe say bisa de amamo into telephone lines no ewo ya pin ewo Facebook ne so ya pin wo YouTube ne so mesre mo nhye ne so emfa emmaye mo nhye ne so emfa maye enti yo ye ntwentwan so emre ne kodada enti no Uncle Ben maybe sa anase senia yenim ye ne da no enam se enye yen Ghana fonkwa na etie dwumedie nti no ye de education main topic no yen pintin mo kakra e wo poto kasa ne mo sa 5 to 10 minutes no na afede ye wia na yen sem a ye bebisa no na ye bisa no e wo ye kro mo kasa nti Uncle Ben we de obi a ochambi onim kasa si over to you wadaroma.
Okay, well, thank you very much, MANYE TEငံ. We are grateful that you've all joined us this morning by the grace of God. We are grateful. As you may all know, we're approaching the end of the grace period, which is the 30th of June, for all EU applications. This includes both derivative applications, Zambrano, Ibrahim, Texera, Chen. You know, if you were here by the end of December, then clearly you will have to make your application by the end of June. However, we are aware that there are significant number of people in the UK who are not aware of this deadline or are aware but haven't got the necessary skills to lodge the application because it's mainly done online, apart from the Zambrano and the derivative right applications, which is done by paper. Even on that, since Wednesday, the Home Office have now said that all applications that is done on paper, which includes all the derivative right, the Zambrano, instead of calling them for the forms, you can now send a request by email, and then you can also make the application by email. So there has been a movement by the Home Office. But our main focus today is what happens if you miss the deadline, okay? Because that will happen. There are many, many people, significant number of people who will miss the deadline. Does it mean the end of the world? Does it mean that you have to be deported? Does it mean that you have to be removed? Does it mean that you have to stop working? Does it mean that you cannot longer rent accommodation? Does it mean that you will lose your driver's license? Because we all know that if you don't have residency, lawful residence in the UK, you will lose your right to work. You also lose your right to a UK driver's license and also the right to rent. So these are very, very important decisions that people have to make. But as I've said, the Home Office have now set out in their guidance notes. The latest one is dated the 21st of May, 2021, which clearly provides some avenue and recourse for people who may miss the deadline. The exemptions cover children, and this will be children under 18 and all children in care. So if somebody misses the deadline and the person is a child, then the Home Office have said that in all cases, they should take a flexible and a pragmatic approach to people that they encounter who do not have residency, have not made an application under the EUSS. So the focus is on the concept of approach. And they've said that they should be flexible and pragmatic. And the exemption, as I said, applies to children. So this will be children in care or care leavers, Care leaver is somebody who's been in care and have left care. Care is a public law or application under the Children Act. And all children who are living with parents and the parents themselves have not made that application, and therefore the child is not applied. So if you fall within that category, you will be exempt. So you can make your application even after the 30th of June. The next category of people comes within the definition of physical and or mental, people with challenging physical or mental health issues. This it's not people who are, for want of a better word, in a mental health home, but we're talking of people with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, people who are living in care homes, people who have certain challenges. It may not be pronounced, but if you clearly have physical challenges and you cannot use a computer, the emphasis is on digital illiteracy. So if you're digitally illiterate, then of course you will have an exemption, which means that you can also make your application after the 30th of June. In fact, they said you can make your application after several years. After several years. So people who miss the deadline, if you have a genuine case and fall within the category of classes of persons who have been defined, then of course you can make your application after the deadline. Also, victims of modern slavery, that itself is a concept which the Home Office takes seriously. These are people who've been brought to the UK by other residents and have been kept at home, used as maids, servants, and all, for want of a better word, slaves. They are called victims of modern slavery. So if you fall within the definition of a victim of modern slavery, then again, quite clearly, you will fall within the class of exempt people who can make the applications after several months or after several years. The next class of people are people who are in domestic violence situations or from abusing and controlling environment. So usually will be women or men, children, and adults who may have been caught up in relationships where the other parties abuse them and or have experienced domestic violence. Again, if you fall within this class of persons or people, then clearly you will be exempt. And even if you don't make your application by the 30th of June, you can make your application after, several months after or several years after. And then we have other compelling practical or compassionate reasons. Other compelling practical or compassionate reasons can be anything from lack of computer to lack of internet. So anything that falls within any situation that can be interpreted as a reasonable explanation for not making the application will cover you. For example, if somebody is recovering from COVID, it may be that you're no longer COVID positive, but you are recovering from COVID. You will be covered. You live in an area where there's no internet, you will be covered. You live in an area where there's internet, you haven't got money to get the internet, you will be covered. You are an illiterate person, you will be covered. You are not illiterate, but you have challenges, you will be covered. You didn't know. If you say, I didn't know that I had to do it, you will be covered. So all the fears that we had, it seems the Home Office have listened to us and they've amended the initial class of exempt persons were very limited. Adding the people with other compelling or compassionate circumstances covers a broad spectrum of persons, and it covers almost everyone who misses the deadline. It doesn't mean that you've been given a blank check to miss the deadline, or that you've been given a free way not to make your application, because they will have to assess every application with your reasons for not applying and decide whether you fall within exempt persons. Also, people who have residency under EEA regulation. So if somebody's got permanent residence, if somebody's got residence card 5 years under the old style, and they don't make the application by the 30th of June, these people are covered as well. You can make your application anytime, several months after or several years after. Again, you need to explain why you didn't know. And then also people who may have issues with documentation. Maybe their passport is not available, they don't have evidence of relationship, or they don't have the EEA nationals details and stuff like that, you will be captured. And finally, the Home Office have said that if you are encountered by an immigration and enforcement officer after the 30th of June, so from the 1st of July, the Home Office have said that if you are encountered, one, you should be given the chance to apply within 28 days, and you should also be served notice to apply. So when they encounter you, whether or not you qualify, that's not their concern. Their concern is that if you tell them that I'm here because of an EEA national, or I am an EEA national, they've been advised and instructed not to detain you, but serve you notice to make your application within 28 days. Finally, there are those who are concerned that if I come from outside after the deadline, can I make an application? The withdrawal agreement provides various scenarios where you are covered. So people who are living in the UK as at the 21st of April must make the application by the 30th of June. Any person who arrived in the UK after the 21st of April has 3 months to make the application. Can I repeat that again? If you are a resident in the UK, so you came with a family permit, or you were in Ghana, you came back to the UK, and you came before the 21st of April, you have 3 months to make your application. Sorry, your application must be made by June. But if you came after the 21st of April this year, then you have 3 months to make your application. And therefore, although the 3 months will exceed June, you are still within the category of people who are captured under the withdrawal agreement. Finally, the withdrawal agreement itself, if you look at Article 4 of the withdrawal agreement, if you look at paragraph 5 and paragraph 6 of Schedule 3 of the Immigration and then the Social Security Coordinating EU Withdrawal Agreement of 2020 and the Consequential Savings and the Transitory Provision, EU Exit Regulation 2020. It's a very long law that protects almost everyone who was resident in the UK by the 31st of December. So Article 10(1)(f), for example, will cover people who have retained their right of residence. If you look at a case of Monday, which is spelled MUNDAY, which is a 2019 citation, it clearly says that in cases where the Home Office is being difficult, because you were here by the 31st of December, you will be protected by the withdrawal agreement under paragraph 5 and 6 of Schedule 3. So again, a broad spectrum of protection, but it will be a legal argument. And my parting words to you is please make your application before the 30th. However, if your application is not made by the 30th, the withdrawal agreement protects you, the Home Office guidance protects you, and also you may fall within a special category of persons who have been classified as exempt and may have a plausible and reasonable explanation why the application was not made by the 30th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lawyer Bennard, Uncle Ben. Thank you. I have a quick question based on the exempt person and how they need to explain the reason why they were not able to make the application within the time frame given to them. Suppose, like you said, some of these exempts may be you didn't understand the language properly, or you couldn't. I mean, you are a computer not literate, or you can't really access the document. I mean, all this, somebody may say flimsy excuses. Do you need or do you have to approve in case you've stated these example, these excuses in your explanation, do you have to explain that, do you have to prove that to them that indeed you were not computer literate, or you couldn't really understand the English, or you didn't actually get the meaning of what is happening? Do you have to approve, Uncle Ben?
Okay, so the specified documents to support your reasonable explanation includes medical records, include letters from the home that you are living, includes family members who may have been supporting you, or charity organizations who are providing you with support, includes charity organizations that accommodated you. It includes friends who may have accommodated you because you were homeless, because homeless people also come within the exemption as well. And if you say I'm computer illiterate or digitally illiterate, then of course you cannot provide a written document, but your say-so will suffice. And that is also a good reason why you didn't make the application. Having said that, the Home Office can be very obnoxious sometimes, and they can be very pedantic sometimes, in the sense that they can nitpick on very, very flimsy and silly reasons and refuse the application. We've seen a lot in the recent past. My focus this morning is to encourage everyone to apply. However, if for any reason you're not able to apply, it is not the end of the world, because it made provision for you to apply several months after, or even several years after.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ben. Okay, so you need to apply before. You must actually, because you don't have to wait till after the 30th of June for you to be combing around with excuses to adapt to your application. Uncle Ben, yeah, that's it. Yeah, beba, yeah, you kromo kasano. Na, netene said, maybe a telephone lines, no, ediatum, whilst the conversation is going on. Oh, Freya, mbia na wa sema mfa yi hu, ba na nso efa yi hu ene ananka ye fitumi fituma nke be me de pa na mmom emfa ho a ekwan da ho obetumi questions ne de emfa emra ho nko ade a Uncle Ben ewa ha na obeyi hu waye. Uncle Ben, ye da se na ayembia o waye wo de wo excuses yi nyina akọ enye se ye pese ye refusing crofo na omon kwechi na mom mbia na won so no wa na waye wade excuses a ode kan ho nyina ode akọ na emom Home Office yanje antum say na explaining sometimes there can be some way omo anje antum na omo amfa mawa ombema o bibi e friend no sa appeal na say ye ma ho kwan say obe appeal.
Okay, Manyeti, I'm say ombema right of appeal na why appeal na why enti ye potokasa na ye kan ye no meka say abosumi eba na wie ya ye nyina nim say EU4 no mabusuafo no application ye ka asemonye no na chesa aba na wie ye ba eno nkyere say awie kura aba na de nhihye aba say we obi a wanya application no bosumi awie ya osiste obetimi ya application no na mmom e wo say wo kasa papa bi a wo de be ma omo na wo de be kire die ntia wanye ebi ni say wo ya akola ya obi o ya under 18 ebi ni say na wo care ana say wo free care ebi ni say wo mo computer no wonim mu ebi ni say wo fie internet ni ho ebi ni say wo mo e ba bite ebi ni say wo mo ni makenkan ebi ni say wo mo ye pani wo home wo dementia ana say wo Alzheimer's ebi ni say wo nya covid intina won ti apo ebi ni say ebi ya bibi achewo ebi ni say na wonim ebi ni say na wonim ebi ni say wo mo no kra no na wo EU card ni bi dada enti ya de ma ba 2018 enti wo wonim say wo ka ho ebi ni say wote ha wo maame ana wo papa ana wo kun ana wo yire e ya wo yakayaka de tan wani domestic violence enti wenti ni anya application ebi ni say nipa na wote ne nkyɛn no wo ye adwuma ma no wafaw ba wo ye slave ti wagege wo nkrata nyina asie nti wamfa ma wo san nkɔfo no so betimi aye ebi kura na say wo mu no ebi kura sɛ ne nim sesia no high court in the case of Akisenya aka say mo a mo 10-year route no a mo ma British no still mo betimi aye Zambrano no na ya de amamo nti wa hwe British ba for 5 years na even under the home office rules no kra na 10-year route no hwe obakola no 5 years yes sisi aka betimi apply for indefinite but a high court decision Judge Musty or no yeah home office or court of appeal but a nika dia aba ne say mo a mo ye Zambrano a mo frɛ no yes sisi ama mo pa mo send email ti email na mo be send no mo de kwa ɛno nso mo betime de krata abramo ti anuanom ne adɔfo yes mo nkoso nya application na mo wantimi anya yes say any problem immigration ni shiao from 1st of July yes you amount 28 days on twerɛ within go mo computer no so na mo ma na oncho onya onakɔ so person will send email na EUSS grants at homeoffice.gov.uk mo a mo ye Zambrano for mo 10 years and I say 5 years mo person mo switch ko EUSS no sa asem America mo nyina efa mo ho enti sa fe na wo ye Zambrano a wo ye wo China wo ye Ibrahim wo ye Texera ni nyina no wo send email say almost say email ni ye EUSS grants at homeoffice.gov.uk enti ayaniji asema aba mo ntimi anya emre wo ho a mo betimi aye
yo agbe ya da se wa bone tofa e de ama etefo ne ahwefo Uncle Ben achechemu e wa ya ikromo kasa wa ka ne titi a enti me gide se ato asomu yi ne o ka ne nyina no mumye mfa memesrem eni die mo mamo nkasa o ye beche ye mre kakra wo ekiri nti no me de mentu ma adwen mo wo yesa unim ne besi unim ochina asem enti ne sesia na wo busumi eda wenimi mesrew obetumi aye application abomode na ye application no na wonsa enka mesrem mamo ntwen se yenya grace bi eno no eye just se ubenya nienti a wentumi anye embia na wenya wembia na wenhu ne mpo a womfa sisi Uncle Ben ka say homeless na ba mitirimu oso ye homeless enti na wentumi aye application na we homeless address ben po na there are some few questions it can pop up wentumi explain wo reason na embia na akoye ne wo ho yo menhwe ye ka ne sen adofo a omaba omo hwe ye acknowledge mo kakra mo nyina ye bedi kan adamase se abribia mo wo ha twen ye na ye nhyenhyen anuoma emfa emra yi ho yo ye nua ba ohima Vicky nyame nhya say good morning family na agimai senior prefect ono nso ewo ho ochiechia obibia na obomodero se mo bomode a enhye program no na enkwechire gina edu sei dokasa dom tiliduma class why Dr. Sadum say good morning bro, hope you and the family are doing well. Just a more so Patricia akosia part nyemetete monyina more so the ko nipa ne guso na mom mesrewo ayembia se wonso aba so na wo ba se wo be pipi enkeke no akokra wo dey take that 30 seconds no nafa click on your sharing button na obi ebia obenya can I say benefit or be benefited from this particular topics yo yenko yenim na maybe a telephone lines na tum opese obisa question da ho obetumi emre da ho obetumi ebisa wo question obesa nso etumi asend wo text message e de aba ana say WhatsApp message e de aba 0778793998 ne so obetumi nso aye voice note na odi aba na Uncle Ben ewa ha obeyi emwaye no e de ama o yenhwe yen first message a menua bai or they are repeat amamia Uncle Ben or say good morning please I want to ask lawyer after doing application and the home office return all your documents including your British child book but didn't return yours but sent a note my passport has been retained please, I want to know if they are giving visa in the passport or is still going to be card form. Hey, is it going to be a card form? Thanks. And the question, my name say, tap so mu ye di Uncle Ben.
Well, yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ mfe mmienu ne akyire ni yɛyɛ yɛma w'asetena na ɛbrɔ 6 months a yɛde gu card so na ma wo yɛma wo biometric permit, resident permit, ɛyɛ indefinite a yɛma wo biometric card anaa residence card. Ne nyinaa yɛ card a record gu so a ɛno na yɛde yɛ. Sɛ woyɛ application a na wonni asetena sometimes no ayɛ ɔmo keep wo passport ne kɔpem time a yɛbɛma wo asetena because ayɛ ɔmo feel sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde wo kɔ wo kurom a passport no na ɛbɛtumi ama ne yɛtumi de wo akɔ ɛno nti na ayɛ ɔmo keep no but ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛ refuse o adeɛ kyerɛ ara sɛ ɔmo wie wo case no nti ɔmo wie a ɔmo de bɛba.
Amane mwaye yo okay yenya odofo first caller nyame nhyira wo anɔpɛ Mr. Mpacho okasa free na ye fra osen ma yente wonka.
Good morning.
Morning.
Pacho from Teresa me kasa free Liverpool.
Yo ma me Pacho bisasam no ne nko why?
Pacho ano pe me question na do ko kakra. Pacho mpese teacher. I'm a same question na do so kakra say me nim se nya time to me bisa ni nyina dia.
Yo anka ben Pacho te ne nka de.
Okay,
ma me Pacho koso wan ba bonitete amai.
Pacho yo Pacho me yi you na ma be wo ha say akola no so sweet na me pese me ye settle status ne ma no but me contact EU Resolution Center for me almost say with only birth certificate mean to me apply until I'm pese me bisa say make me apply for British citizenship amana.
Oyema one was it na there.
If I show me a EU member.
Meaning say we EU ni. Was it na there? Ukra 5 years.
Me pre-settled status.
Pacho then ukra.
Or say pre-settled.
To ukra
pre-settled status.
Na akola ne papa then ukra.
Pacho ne papa suka pre-settled status.
Na chese mo wo akola no na mo nye settled. Enti under the British Nationality Act no. So wo ba no na wo nye settled and wo kun so nye akola na papa so nye settled akola no nye British enti wo betimi aye application ama no na akola no ada na wo nye passport ma no
man tini ye
ana me bisa say ada na wo nye British passport wo nye
but I know that I'm with
Anka ben Pacho utie.
Yeah, na me bisa say ada na onje passport ma akola no.
Na obisa say ada na wonje passport ma akwala no.
Me Pacho for my 6 weeks in the gusto am processing.
Okay, I catch and say man on your worried. June twam kra na. And then no ye nyina ye hu say obisa no or you protected. Why? And don't turn upon onje passport no. But sometimes in winning passport kra na. Now wobetimi approve say why ye dey was say we bia na wunya passport a omo kaba but the passport no na June cry twam still waiting my application why
Hello
But show you
enti no mo say no mo de pa ho na untumi nye ya ye betumi aboa wo after that why and now some question bi
but no another one me another baby of 3 years also me no ha say UK so na medical apply for EU passport amano na mpese me hu say me the British one so amana
I say akwala wa ha wedi ahe
3 years and not 3 months
almost 3 years
almost 3
British passport so na me explain it you know so we wonya settled na wo kun so nya settled mo ma no nya settled why enti
okay
the way no sa na oba no ye why
if I show you
yes yeah that's mami
insurance buy.
Yo. Hello, call out of 4 so Kafra say we didn't swatch and patch your friend say now Casa friend.
Me patch your friend me Lizzie, me free basis stock.
Yo.
Now me pocho more question 1. Oh yeah, minimukun na mukun kuta Dutch passport. Inti mo way no or Dutch passport ma abofrano. Inti abofrano kuta Dutch passport. Nah, I'm mikuta settled like 5 years, pre-settled maybe. Na sisi ma apply na wa mame settled like indefinite no. Na wa mama bano so indefinite no settled no. But mabano ne Dutch book no why expire. But many behini new obium. Ono so say onya mabo frano. Inti no me question ye there me pede mu hu there motum with ne settled no na me settled no motum me daje British book amanana na fe so no motum na me yi behimize no efri no dana pocho mo question ya
Hey, no, be you know why I born papa.
Papa. Honestly. Oh, Debbie.
Imrinti my uncle Ben, you my eye.
Minya Bessia, it has on the Yako, Mamma Minukum. Yoko, Mayor Sinukum. Morton there, Sir, a flower, na time I won, a friend near British because I was near British and now near settled. And I papa near British and now near settled. Now, actually, I will be near indefinite stay, but to my register will ban the British. And Lobby our friend on British Nationality Act in section 1.3, no. But to my fairly form, or friend of form MN1, you know, online, that could being was sign out, £112. Sorry, £1,012, not 112, 1,012.
1,012.
British Naman. Ebi yafra na awofo ebien no wo bibi a wofra no parental responsibility. Awofo no kro no ontum nsesa afra ne din. Awode we ebien no wotum nsesa. Na emu afra ne nyina obotum asesa ne din a onyia ebia ne consent. Enti awo no sesi a no pere sesa wo ba ne din a awode ne papa gitum. Ne ntum yi papa ne din ne mfrido. Ma why I would have your birth certificate, no. Did I find another papa name was Giatum there, or what else is our friends? I
Pocho Mata. Into Mopocho with the British book, no Seminia, one I would a British passport, a bien nase, was signed a manager on was a Vamano. Namutia me 1,000 was Vamano.
Ne British citizenship, no, in your citizenship, Nivia. And some are called the British passport. So I have a school. One money teacher for non sign. Another would be a British, now or professional, so unsigned. In Tinko being and over sign, ye be a Obiaka can over to my side. Phobia over to my side. If your foreigners are. I will never be listed down coffin. I.
Yo, I'm there in a man article, but better my kind. Yo, mamma, ya das, being so fetch an eye. Yo, any anonymous for Emre Ewaha numbers again. You can call 0203-735-8820. Or you can also call 0203-286-0185. We've got 2 mobile phone numbers. One can be, we can both send WhatsApp messages or WhatsApp notes, which are 077-879-39958 or 075-966-20154. Hello, caller. Pacho, your friends are now Casafre.
Pacho,
yes, why would you now manage it?
Pacho, mighty morning. Uncle Ben, good morning. As your friend Owusu na me war and send me a nubia and president bisa. One me EU national. ana ma apply ma ware ne yere Ghana ana yama no ye friend so yama no permanent I may try to turn off my radio. Yamano a permanent EU settle permanent permanent permit permit now Orban as the telephones may say on any sponsor she can travel with her sponsor but a year another man to me to Orban or more amana Ghana say she has to travel with the sponsor. And your mama now, and present me Buzanko Ben said, a dear than a meet me. I found.
Why not Yama number Aquala?
There be a yamere.
As my commentaries you, Patron Visa and then actual.
Nevis and natural EU settlement scheme permit. A settlement scheme permit, yeah.
And I actually saw no penny, and I just a walk of another.
Some may fill phones no more.
There be a former son of Medisa. Make up this also. Then I actually also.
This and the actual was the actual was why EU settlement scheme permit. Family
Ghana for or say when I walk of another.
I don't know what or the call is last week or the course of person or the ban. And now was what they call Ghana Airport, I know about what checking in IBB and a British Airways desk is saying the sponsor, she has to travel with the sponsor because it says my name on a visa.
And Pachao, Sir Obi Akwaje EU family permitter. You draw sponsor the dean womb. And on just Mammy Penny Sabe on your yard phone. I just will be a son in Saturday number.
Yeah.
Soma Manamba throw letter immediately a British Airways complaint section.
Yeah.
Exactly problems are almost causing.
Yeah. Okay.
Some issue under EUSS family permit and not EEA family permit because some issue under EEA family permit. June Trema won't be sad and fast service and no emma. Problem are more causing. Now, immediately no. Allow number because you're wrong. Because this are not actual. We won't know, but I don't interest ourselves. See, actual to be accompanied by.
Yeah.
I don't normally in color to be accompanied by.
Yeah.
And trust Pacho send me vignette, and I visa I want a passport. Send me a copy. It's quite intriguing. A few stories about that, Meaning the India or more yes, I mean who said Yamame Patel, Pretty Patel, I called last week, yeah. Meaning so no I could can some go masum here. So I know any British Airways for more assemble because you're more yamras. Why? Immediately complaint immediately. Why?
Martin, more second question. So second question is also me wadam phobia or 10-year family routine so which the second time now when you're 2.5. Now Matisia say obetimi apply for indefinite straight away. And no minimum the way sitting to come you busama say how no obetimi apply because it me say either on some brand or now say other a yibiswa baswa. Because our friend no busamena name.
Okay. First of all, no, Wadam for also 10-year route so.
Aye.
Why yet 2?
Yeah.
I'm switching for 5 years. Was switching for 5 years ana.
Oh, Nina Manatiko was switching for 5 years ana. Or for obey to me as a friend back. Why I'm saying Nina Mana akatiko.
Obi our 10-year route so. Obedi 10 years or so. So Obi our 10 years, not switch for 5 years. From date in a man of 5 years, Obedi 5 years or so. High Court account in the case of Akesinya. Sir, where Obi are 2.5 now over by a British qualified as Zambranoa. wobɛtumi ayɛ zambrano application but home office ngye ntomu yet ɔmo wɔ apele nti ɛno no nyɛ adeɛ a apply sisi a but yes ɛno ɛwɔ hɔ but so what 10-year route because they be ayɛ ameka 10-year route nsuo no ɛnkɔ 5-year route ɛwɔ sɛ wodi 10 years ansa na ama wɔ indefinite na mmom sɛ wadi lawful residence ɛwɔ baabi dada ana 10 years no wadi mu 5 years na wadi 5 years nso ebia no yɛ student anaa no yɛ biribi ana ɔno nso wadi 5 years a otimi de 5 years no bom na yɛ 10 years but sɛ wowɔ 10-year route na nsa na yɛma 10 years na woyɛ illegal a na wɔn switching kɔ 5 years a wobɛdi 10 years ɛwɔ so ansa na woanya indefinite.
Okay. Ọdọfọ awa ahụmasụ mpacha efere ọsẹ na ọkasa efere.
Mpacha mi ana masa aba.
Okay. Basa wenya wo mo aye sisi a.
Menya mi mo aye but na ono na oda so what 2.5 no on switching call 5 years.
Yeah, nti bibia ne hɔ saa. Sɛ yɛ community no mu nko ara na nkɔfoɔ ɛka saa asɛm no. Nti de bia but menim de nti a ɔmo yɛ saa.
Yo, me da super.
Bibia ne hɔ saa. Why?
Me da super. Uncle Ben, to send a copy of the visa na American.
Yo.
Me da se.
Yo, me da super. Yo, but.
Na the mpa bonso aka na we de obi be African network. Yo, yeah wa. Odofo a una ma anyway 2219 so idus. You from say na o kasa free.
You from me Abraham. Na me Pacho, me no baby I guess na maintenance you was 2 crack for na so far me 2.5 years one te na me person because do something na then I can
I must say on your baby I will 5 years and I will worry your baby 5 years.
But also
only Obana I will 5 years and I say why worry no 5 years.
I worry no 5 years.
5 years ni and I wait to akotena Ghana.
Me nya 5 years but we were 5 years resident permit under EU.
Mpacho Obano Dabeno move call Ghana. Ma worry for how many years? This year, Dabena will be 3 years.
October.
Okay. Well, we are okay. Now, I apply for EUSS in Ibidada.
Me patron.
How much the amount?
Maybe this month I'm going to
Okay. Well, first of all, no, you law now. So EU national no free sometimes amount protection under BWFSolicitors retention of rights. And as Article 13 of the derivative right. So rights under Part 4 of the withdrawal agreement, paragraphs 5 and 6. Nina no oma capture nina. Enti sɛ ɔbaa no gya wɔ hɔ wone no agyae ɔbaa no nyame afrɛ no ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa mo nyinaa moyɛ captured. The best thing is pɛ lawyer na wo ne no nkasa sɛ wopɛ sɛ wofrɛ a wobɛtumi afrɛ nsisi a lawyers no nyinaa wɔ ha na ɔma akyerɛ wo sɛ na wobɛyɛ approach no why okay. So we person offer 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 na obi betcha o de wasa we why
yo Uncle Ben obeti and number na ati kodada yo mekan obi nso gyina homa ne so na mesro ma menka me message ba ko ansana okay yenti we ansana all right okay yo all right ma memfa o onama and wait oh sorry Uncle Ben also be at so yenti we no na
Manyeti, good morning. Lawyer, good morning. Mipacho, mibisa question ya madamfo oba na wo Ghana. Ena wanya Ghana ni abranti a wo krum ha wa naturalize. Na abranti no wo 28. Ena madamfo ba no so ewo 34. Na obisa say age difference no eye. Ana say age difference na ye sene a ena eye okay say mbetimi aya aware say ehwe mo ba na nyini chen beman 4 years. Na home office omonka say odi gi bibi ana na odi pe bibi ana. Ena say omo hyase na omo chate nso a na beman ni ko fie first time no ko hu oba no a saa bre no mbetimi aye marriage no marriage ceremony no ana say onko fie how many times na omo aye marriage ceremony no na marriage ceremony no so wia efiri bro omo hyase chate ye no enkosi ebre say bosomi say na omo atimi a start omo application no bidasi nyame nshira bye.
Yo, Uncle Ben, if I say man.
Awesome dear, and for age who say Baku under age. Now, I'm within the class of conforming to me and while you're near on the year by Miss man. Age dear, said you say in play part. Of course, say age difference, you know, as soon. Either say Obama side and Abema side. Sometimes I raise suspicion. Even ye pay crowd who be to make us say, oh, when you sure say Papa ni continue dinner. And our way sugar mommy our coffee, me sure say the sick continue di. Ain't in real life, you know, even ye nipa you outside the crowd, and I raise eyebrows. But that itself no interest our and our report. Yeah, prescribable age was a I don't know the our any general. The other part, you know, is the quality of the relationship. So where she will be even 1 month, 2 months. Now, enya dia what you phone cry to her 1 minute. Not the beer move phone so. It shows the quality of the relationship. So sooner where she will be 10 years. Now when you it shows the quality of the relationship. And she ultimately prescribe someone casa 10 times a day and now 10 times in a week. And yes, I know. The quality of the relationship. Within the law, no, even under the EUSS, no, say obi aware suspicion of marriage of convenience, no, but some yes allegation now. I was say a chance now explaining. Some refuse to na also much say age in internet, yeah, feel say our and our part. In any event, no, so who marriage application, come on, text messages, scam transfer physically, important, yes, share will be on social media, no more dating for months, not physically, no work once. Now, whilst I won within a week, 2 weeks, a day, 3 days, 1 month, what worry no, are possible? Because over satisfy one of the requirements of Appendix FN are actually Moshia. Moshia no nye video share. Moshia no I physically say we name na on so mo wedding.
Yo, agbe ya say. We dey wa maka me nua baby nso de enra nko ano ne meka masre na o kotwa ne ho Ghana ono oba wenya 59 years sisi a kotwa ne ho nansen oba ya obeka nse we share be maybe na be man I think is around 31 32 then na em say omo agru mu no neni akogye pa masisi o pese o ware be me na Uncle Ben 59 ni 31 me share age gap na enye suspicion.
Oh, that's one that's so I am matured. And to catch no I 31. Ana mama na ya 59. 59. I come on. Once I don't know what there for me the bottom line, the very basic, I love. Into love or what? You know, I mean, listen, for me, the attitude is relationship no benyin oni omo ebenyin abom yeni ideal age a was so be pay obi so nipa no pen na the relationship no I qualitative and not quantitative but qualitative that's all you're interested in.
Okay, yo, odofo bi wa homa ne so ye be fa no na ankebe eno ano before no na che say sisi ana obai o say okofie ntienti ana say okonom nko ware ofie ana oho no because ye di nkomo che na che say na dwe sipi o so okofie na omo nko ware ofie ifie a ware bi ana
so we share no da ehun yin aso be ko because your customary marriage a oni ho kra be ma no betimi aye no ho ade. I was say, or yes, sure, say, evidence, say customary marriage, and a basso. But one of the requirements, even for EU for almost worry after 31st of December, no say, I was say, well, who ni panoda? It won't da, won't me, and yet, until I was say, well, who ni panoda? So, won't da, won't me, why?
You, Matthew, we are British, na. We who so that in terms of beba so. All right, order phone number ended with 8169. Mr. Your friend saying now kasa free.
Your friend me question me kasa free South London.
Okay. Mpacho my entonga.
Mpacho my sister free oh no. EU be worry my sister the neba hano 2 years ago. Na me pese me hu se
o kasa no kan ye na me nia wo kse nia wo kan no em se enkoyi o si den pacho kan ye ma me why
me say me sister EU ni bi ko ware me sister de ne ba ha no 2000
ye kromo me de me nim se o to me ware onu aba nti pacho kan ye ma me why
okay me say me sister ware EU ni bi Ghana and Obaha in 2000 and Obaha 2 years ago.
Okay.
Now me person who say I saw ESS media.
Okay, Uncle Ben.
I say na contact ko ware ne sister de naba. We be do I was saw here. So by after 21st of April or 3 months or the day. So by before 21st of April, I was saw by June. But so when you be do her, I was saw here. Remember in China June in June. Why?
Okay, or the 5 years nearby, and I saw ESS but before 31st December 2020 now.
But also the 5 years based on the figure and buy.
Pacho ane.
Yeah, for 5 years based on figure number.
No, or the
yeah, more 6 months.
Or the entry one in the buy no be apply.
Pacho sa kasebio.
Or the entry one no buy no apply for 5 years and.
Yes, why that last year, and when you asked obey the why are you covered? Why?
Pacho you me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, thanks.
Pacho what landline so kafra. Your friend say now kase free. Hello, what landline so no? Oh, MC ni na manatiko. Landline die. Ujina so kakra pena atiako. Yo, Pacho, your friend say now kase free.
Hello.
Yeah, Pacho wa.
Yo, my good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
I don't Pacho me hoye.
Ando mami chawo.
Yeju so baby ojina no eko ho Pacho wo. Kakra wa.
Me bi. What is that? Me na bi buy. Na me didn't buy no. Me didn't buy 2019 mu. Na 2019 no mama no or the saying pre-settlement. Have na no match me. As my application is complete here. I'm saying, I didn't want my pre-settlement application. I'm in you, and I'm maybe a lawyer who wants them.
Banyeti, I don't know. For the past 2 years, no fair about Sana.
The what type I am in now. waka pa waka lawyer.
Say bisa question.
Miss Oya EU ni ana.
Ami me EU ni ane.
Ana what na Chroma for how many years?
Me back 2004.
And we were indefinite stay.
No, indefinite stay. You had to call a settlement. Jesus, could I say,
someone indefinite. Maybe an internal say application for, but I'm not my mistake. And I was in common man indefinite stay. Why? I was the last me catch last year, so then me catch
But I think I'm normal indefinite stay.
I was someone man indefinite.
The application.
But I was there.
Settlement norm there man 5 years. Means application for.
Either say we for and I will question on decision no my no under the through the EU resolution. But bet me I fell for yes, bet me. I was some man in
no can say o ayama ni pre-settle na fenso ya
I was there 5 years in the and how to call pre-settlement.
Then the actual form so.
From the Bajo.
Sena can say why ye adia no ya man pre-settle na say ye bibi biomano enya sa na o kan ye.
Me because what you say me complete application no. Me complete application am say me say o me complete application no.
Okay.
Manon friend.
Patrick Fred Uncle Ben na oni undi nkomo. Why?
Yo. Bajo. Uncle Ben number no. Mr. Mo.
Why you ready? 0208.
Pa number ma mo am sure. Me ya so me sure ojina so.
0208.
Mr. Mo. Hello, my
0208
0208
493 7340.
7340.
Yeah, you program now. No, afraid. You better now work as a person. Why?
You, me da CP. Andre, me da CP.
Yeah, hello, the 4 hours. So, Kafra. If I was an alcasa.
Manye te friend akasibuachi ado.
You, walk, Ahomaso, eat you.
Me person me busa lawyer I go back. Lawyer my year application mami ba. Me yiri na ya application okoborn nsano on the 13th of December 2019. Me only me offer for me and but no ye refuse on the February 2020. But me ban the end day up to now. And my decision. Now the person me bisa say, but what shame but as me ya can the me who kwanya me first one. Meche wo monka because it's 2021 and June muso na ye way. Nti me pese wa advice me. That was way no mo.
Omano wa ha na mo Ghana.
Me ba no Ghana.
Ana omo ya application no 2020.
No, 2019 okoborn nsano ye no November 23rd. And okoborn nsano on the 13th of December 2019.
And I saw on your decision.
Me because May no last year May na me Ghana. And I'm emailing me because now May no not 6 months no emailing me catch me say nam COVID in here didn't match on monka. Until me buy na me expect say match on monka until me miss me email on. And almost say me case in here complex kakra. Until match on monka. Since then no up to now no maintain on monka be.
Unreasonable that was so sure sir. Over email all my lawyers no. Now one my lawyers say unreasonable. Why? Because by any standards 18 months even more, 19 months is here. On an application by any standard, wrong. Even by Russian standard, wrong. Mr. Email all lawyers, now use the standard notice before action and our pre-action protocol. Why?
Okay, Matianke. Now, me call online on website where no pre-action protocol. I don't know which me. How are you?
Well, all call home office, all CASA pre-action protocol template. But I law brofonia draw. I will get natural. And so upasa utia med dictate BB kakra. Also, dear sir, I write on behalf of Noah Kotu Banidin. Reference number Noah Kotu. We have not received a decision since the application was made in 2019. By any standard, the unreasonable delay is not acceptable. Full stop. You have previously indicated that because of it, there might be delays with my son or daughter's application. However, we are aware that since the beginning of 2021, the UKVI has started consideration of applications. I believe that my daughter or son's application deserves particular attention in the sense that it's been with you for 19 months. May I also remind you of your service standard, particularly in relation to your duties under the EEA treaty rights. Normally, we will expect a decision within 6 months. This is to inform you that if I do not receive a response and or a decision within 14 days, I will be bringing an action against you for judicial review. Please let me hear from you as a matter of urgency. And your judicial review department, I'll be to Mediaco. Until Google Crown where UKBA and UKVI Home Office judicial review template. Ebe yama na sa okay brofona making kana.
Yeah.
Or call back, I'll bet me a plane over. Now I copy now. Why?
Okay. Thank you,
yeah, that's it. Once yeah, that's it. Hey, brofu dear. I send ka obeti akana
I can go around there, boy, where that.
Yo, Papa, yeah, that's why. Okay. Bye. More question me no waha or semi bisa me hwemre no so a eko na odofo bi gina ho ma no so mpacho gina so 1 minute mami. Uncle Ben, me nua ba say I have a British citizenship 2 years ago and I want to register my son in Ghana who are 15 and 16 years. Can apply for British book straight away. The question no.
I'll say he has a British citizenship. 2000
years ago.
Not the man or woman or a British, a woman or Ghana, and to say no, you're British, and Colana, you're British.
Okay, yo. The question is any outro no sana na maybe both so no. Pacho odofo say woman no time a woman no you're British citizen. Why ye citizen cry or monye citizen or say we go through the process. Why? Until timia. Yo. Order for also unama ended with 2622. Your friend send out as a frame.
Yes, I said, the visa said, EU passport, actually, British passport, count like a British. And my next question. So say, the man we study, we are thinking that I brought more study every now or one.
Kasa ne modu pa Uncle Ben me nim se wote ne nka dia
Volume no base no
trying to control it here but temperature wote ana me manisa repeat bio
or say sir obi wo mpacho man repeat
mpacho sir repeat to question e man why
mpacho me say me yi ni
na me person who say who to me apply for British passport come home now I dual citizen ana. And a second one also, my family no more Italy, me to me apply settlement scheme no more one.
Okay.
Italy. Hey, Uncle Ben Pacho, Obemaya.
Yes. Obia will qualify under Section 6 of the British Nationality Act, Schedule 1 Biano. So we will be a war indefinite stay and our permanent residence. Now, what's now lawfully for 5 years. Now we now indefinite and our permanent in 1 year bar. Under Section 6, Schedule 1, Section 6.1, so we and now you're in your British. Section 6.2, so we and now you're a British. Our so life in UK in English test. However, Corona will free so be not allow dual nationality. Also check it.
Mommy lower radio no next phone is man why. Mommy pachote menka. Oh. Hello, Uncle Ben. Mom, why bayete? Okay. Say make auntie. Uncle Ben pacho koso mami.
The other part no, so the bushia for our Italy. Now ono as at 31st of December no waha. Obetimi the bushia for naba. A chance are protected under the withdrawal agreement. I don't pay me ready withdrawal. My church in Asiamamo. And yes, obetimi the bushia for no so about.
Okay. Yo, ain't my mea uti me. Nam se o kasa me kasa nyina wonte. Ain't no tie wo wenemu afe. Why? Okay. Yo, Uncle Ben, and I'm saying yemre no air ninti no I'll prefer say me mpacho wa friend no mami 2 seconds me ba why me kind me question na yenya moaye ansana yemre no asum. Yo, or see I've been married 4 times. People look shocked shocked considering I'm very young. Yes, it is true. Yo, once in the forecourt of my parents' home in Ghana, customary marriage. Second time in the then church I attended as my then pastor wanted to give his blessings as he was aware I'm going away. This turns out to be full ceremony in front of a whole congregation on Sunday morning. Very embarrassing for the poor man. We got married certificate from Accra Town Council. Third time took place on arrival in England. My husband came up with the idea. My husband came up with the ideal. It will be Third time took place on arrival in England. My husband came up with the idea it will be ideal to have the marriage registered so I can adapt his name to make future paperwork etc. simpler. So it happened and I became Mrs. So and so. Not satisfied, we planned a white wedding in his place of worship where I joined him on arrival, the glorious St. Barnabas Catholic Church in Shiley, so he can share the marriage with his friends as I hardly known anyone on arrival here. My husband has got his full grips on me. Wallahi. Maybe I should have one to share with my friends. Uncle Ben, when was I married? So I can have a proper celebration. Let's just say, Wawari. It's quite interesting, but Uncle Ben, you share legality.
Okay, and in Ghana customary law marriage, I have valid. I will Ghana. I have valid with UK. And then the first one, I will Ghana. Now, or no, and I need to know. I'm a when did you marry? No, is a first marriage. After that, civil marriage, and now the Ghana, your friend, ordinance marriage, and a religious marriage, because the pastors of the blessed, and I know, for want of a better word, a blessing. However, say sorry, no more to me, some worry, and don't say our worry, but we will take our worry in our first one. The other year, England, oh, I be some questions, so what worried, what can say what worried, I'm on my own worry. All those person worry, I have a year now. It's very likely, sir, mutual and truck, but still, no. Data worry in the Ghana. The only problem is that AD and I will need certificate our nature. Certificate now the and I know not AB and the panel but between one animal bush and 4 years. Will be in say worry our Ghana. So I date now or your 1 year.
Yeah, some more. Not just a be back as a way there. I should share any more qua. Our back, we will fear, say, no, I don't know, but I know what to suffer friends and family. So, yeah, worrying to come and join us, celebrate is simple now, call baby. Now, wait, some more Uncle Bear, you better was say, questions, baby, measure a 5 minutes to the time. Now, I do not a friend with a mepamucho, men faculty, baby, Naminya quine, and daily with Kakrana, a wahano, because I can't just 2 questions, penna. Yet to me, sorry free her. Ain't you know, many are be main Bennard.
Hello, good morning. Pacho, your friend me, Afari Justina, because of free Ghana. Pacho, my problem is say visa no omude amame, but omude visa no mame no na mistake wom. Me kunu na ye bibia mame free landing so oba be family me kunu owo landing iti me kunu awie bibia ma submit o mama me visa no mama 6 months iti 6 months no started from March iti me prepare ye bibia say meko April iti April no na meko ye na omo se gise me ni me kunu ko gise me kunu be family
Yeah, answer question
iti me kunu aye na adwene say obeba.
Say answer question we you know you betwa so na yen fa ne foforo another one we were her or say please, my name is Justina Afari. I am a Ghanaian. I'm in Ghana and my husband is, I believe, say Onwan or Atron in a statement form. So let's take this one rather.
BWF any generated and the failure in a machine of Pamoya. We didn't be assassin big accuracy. So, you find say, what Yama EU in fear to be. And every time I work out indefinite, what can fear me and I can do time I work out indefinite. Never so much warrior. At the end of the day, no man who be here, they are definite, Once a new settlement scheme, the no matter Sakaka, the new settlement scheme, never now put there. Would back up what's it enough for 9 definite, or require upon the Wajawari. When it's open here, divorce certificate, but and there be now being here fee, the other counterpart, See, be also on farm, and now said, what do you need? What vital documents have been here? The machine,
Okay, Uncle Ben.
Well, I mean, again, under Article 13, are protected by withdrawal agreement. So what Jai will be you didn't say was some worry for at least 3 years. You didn't say dating now with Jano, Nani Pano, UK. You didn't say well mono the data with Jano and also UK. You didn't say Nipano Atna UK for a period. Because under the EUSS and any human residents, to be one, I almost say for the BHS period now, would Jinasono or Banon Sonoa. And Chadia obey here evidence of residence, divorce. Obama ye EUSS now, a cracks our request for information in ATU being here the EUSS reference number. Ideally, no email now, the man, I friend a status letter now. there won't be as a indefinite not just what qualify into the period of residence, I know the other coincide. Not just a divorce document, now be here. Over saying here our passport, over here our NI number. Obana was a woman full name, date of birth, NI number. So on your application now. By application, the NI number not your problem. Now or the application reference number no anabeye. Who we are, your bot letter near upload to account. I was a bot letter now explain it because I'm more EUSS and you know retention of rights, either under EU 11 or under EU 14. And you know the reference point in the EEA regulation 10.5. 10.5, need to mean a free Article 13 of the EEA regulation, citizens regulation, now directives. Now, because of Article 4 of the withdrawal agreement, the thing are protected. And they met me a say rely on Article 13 of the directive, the withdrawal agreement. They show idea well, why you divorced? Why?
Yo, say Emrena so muti on radio no so mo fan cheme ye na Facebook na anke bembe my last no normally kan person come na radio for no nyina so eti but o switch call ye can say Facebook ni YouTuber obeti ne ene odi bejae na nsa na mema ne ho kwan na wijae no mesre mo say nyame adoma ochna the community and the law no baso basu gidi questions be brave ha to be very honest ne akoye yi nsem ne ntino questions ne do so yi pa ntino ye dodo na nso beko ho no na Uncle Ben eni be share na we yi ne nyina emwa we my answers to all these questions are ye de beko no nti make a date with us, the community and the law at now 4 o'clock sharp to 6 o'clock, 2 solid hours. Na ibi decide you know. BWFSolicitors for omo website na no Facebook live and the YouTube live ne so mesremo monhye ne so. Ochina nso onya na wachiche na nkrofo ate. Aha fitiene up to 30th of June no. It's just a stone throw eni chiri kra. Ohwe BWFSolicitors echira kwan ya ye wie upese okohu omo a bomode afasa na ma we etu koto dwom na bobo sa na 0208 493 7340 message subium a very important number 0208 493 7340 odietro natural boldly BWFSolicitors na ofre lawyers ni nyina obetumi a request for them. You can request for Uncle Ben, you can request for lawyer Richie, you can request for lawyer Eunice and all the lawyers obetumi a request na yenio onyo mo